Hi everyone, my name is Michele Ainza and I am here for Fresno City College's National Dance Day. I used to be a full-time professor there as well as an artistic director. So I hope I can have some of my fellow students and colleagues there. It's nice to see all of you. I'm teaching a 45-minute intermediate to advanced contemporary dance class today. My background is going to be, or is, in Bartenia fundamentals and Laban movement analysis, and you're going to hear a lot of that verbiage in class today. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay, no big deal. Just follow along and keep an open mind, have fun. Last but not least, if you don't get something, that's all right. This is class, and that's what we're here to do. So we're going to start on the ground in what is known as the Big X to do some breath work. So let's start there. This is your basic Big X shape. While you're here, I want you to close your eyes and allow the weight of the body to drop down into the earth, bringing your awareness to sensations, particularly sensations of your breath. Notice where you feel your breath. Notice where you might not feel your breath so much, if at all. We observe without any kind of judgment here. We just allow ourselves to be. I'm going to be moving a little bit more quickly today because typically my classes are twice the amount of a 45-minute class, so usually 90 minutes. So we're going to deepen the breath here. Expand and reach out a little bit through your fingertips, your feet, your head, and your tailbone, almost like you're stretching or yawning. And as you exhale, allow the weight to drop down into the earth, settling the weight, softening the body. As we inhale, we reach right back out into our environment. Maybe the eyes start to open up as you take in the space, and as you exhale, we release the weight down, you soften back into your center. You notice how your navel will draw down naturally on its own towards your spine. Allow that to be there. Inhale again. Exhale, release. Start to connect the inhales with the exhales so that they flow together. We've got one more. Inhale and exhale. At the end of this exhale, we're going to close core distal to the right, closing to the right, 1 and 2, spread out, Big X onto your back. Closing left, 1, 2, spreading out onto your back. We're going to do that again, closing 1, 2, spreading out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding on, closing core distal right. 1, 2. Now spread out onto your stomach. Big X. 4. Keep cycling this over so that you're essentially closing to the left. Spreading out. 7, 8. Doing that again. Closing left. 1, 2. Spreading out onto the stomach, reaching out. Closing out to the right. We're connecting everything together. Spreading out the Big X here. Head, tail. We close it together pretty quickly, and then we open it up. As we open up here, we're opening up the front surface of the body, but we maintain length of the back body. We're not trying to scrunch our vertebrae backwards. As we exhale, we close, drawing the head and the tailbone towards one another. And then we reach that right back out, big X. Let's do that to the left. Closing, 1, open, 2, close, 3, spread out, 4. To the right again, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, left, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right, we're gonna do a lateral pelvic shift with a head-tail initiation, closing to the right. It looks like this. Try not to use your arms to lift, and allow your pelvis to laterally shift all the way over, pouring into left hip, left side of the body, spreading out. Big X. So we exhale, and we close. We open that right back out. Let's do that again. Right and left. Closing, 1 and 2. Keep shifting, 3. Spreading out, 4. Left, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, moving on. Upper body, lower body, and then lower body, upper body. I'll show you what that means. Taking a big inhale, closing to the right, upper body begins to initiate until you feel a slight tug, essentially, through your core, and then the knees are drawing in, so your lower body starts to follow through. We open up the upper body, tracing the hands onto the earth, and then you'll feel this tug where you can't go any farther. It's different for everybody, and then the lower body follows through. Looks like this to the left. Closing, 1, 2, lower body draws in. 4, upper body opens up. 6, lower body extends down. Now we reverse that, drawing it in. 1, 2, upper body 3, 4, lower body 5, 6, upper body 7, 8, lower left 1, 2, upper 3, 4, lower 5, 6, upper 7, 8. Let's do that again. Just upper body, lower body, then lower body, upper body, double time. 7, 8. Upper 1, lower 2, upper 3, lower 4, upper 5, lower 6, upper 7, lower 8. Reverse. Lower 1, upper 2, lower 3, upper 4, lower 5, upper 6, lower 7, upper 8. Body half movement. All right, right elbow and right knee are drawing towards one another as we extend the left side of the body. We're not popping the ribs up. We're allowing that to just soften down. And then we allow the focus to go up towards that left hand, comfortably for your neck. Just switch that here again. Notice how we're engaging the oblique muscles on the sides of the torso. You can play around with that motion a little bit. We're going to find a full close here. We're going to close right, looking at that left hand, drawing it in. We're going to open up. Keep your focus now on your right hand. Keep lengthening out, big X. Left knee to left elbow. Extend the right side, draw it in. Tracking that hand. Opening it right back up. Start to look at the left hand. Closing right. 1, 2, all the way. 3, 4, opening up. 6, 7, 8. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, open up. 6, 7, 8. Cross lateral. This gets a little bit more confusing. Inhale, reach out. As we exhale, we're going to think about the diagonals through the torso. Oftentimes think right shoulder, left hip, or left shoulder, right hip. We're going to close to the right. And as you do this, you're emphasizing the closing of a diagonal. So oftentimes the right elbow will even move over that left thigh. Your left arm just traces down the back. Now we're going to reach this out onto our stomach. And we're going to feel this diagonal line reaching. We switch the arms. We keep rolling. Left elbow over right knee, spreading out. Let's just try that to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Left elbow over the right knee as we close to the left. Reach the left arm and the right leg out, and you're amplifying that through the right arm. You switch and you close. Oblique action there. Spread out. With counts. Closing 1 and 2. Stomach 3, 4. Switching 5. Closing 6. Spreading out 7, 8. Left 1, 2. Spread out onto the stomach. Switch the arms. Draw it in. Spreading out. Good, you just went through the whole body, or the whole patterns of total body connectivity, which is Bartenian fundamentals. Hug the knees into your chest here for a moment and just allow your legs to rock from side to side. Finding the breath. Good, lowering the feet down. Feel your sits bones, heel connection all through your hamstrings. Take a moment here to feel how the hips and rib cage also are just kind of stacking up, and start to find a subtle rock. Allow the arms to relax down by the torso, palms up. When you're rocking, your head is nodding yes, up and down. No tension in the back of the neck. We're engaging the inner thighs. We're allowing that rock to move up through the torso. You can also do this with lengthened legs. Just allow yourself to be. If you lengthen your legs, release and draw those knees back up. A few leg swings here, arms out to the side, palms up. Lower the knees to the right, swing that left leg to the right and draw back in. Ground both feet, swing, and back up. Let's do that again. Drop, swing, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Now we're going to swing 1, open up that left leg out to the side. Now draw back in, open it up to the side. Draw back in, swing it up. 1 more drop, swing, and stay. We're going to do that whole thing going to the left. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. These are just those regular drop swings. 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding on 1. Open that up. 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Swing it back up. 1 more drop swing. All right. A little swinging forward and back for your sagittal plane. We're going to go ahead and just allow the weight to go towards the right. So we're going to swing forward, front, and back, and front, onto the back. And back, front, roll onto your back. And again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. 1 more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice, everyone. Take a breather here. Good. A little bit of some femoral flexion. Allow the hip flexors to soften as it engages, so as drawing the knee in. You're allowing your feet to drop. You can hear the sound, feel the weightiness of it, and then this time find another rock. Feel free to do this with lengthened legs. If that feels better for you, it's your call. And let it go. Okay, so that was the beginning, warming us up for what is going to be a larger warm-up phrase. It is a Bartenia Fundamentals warm-up phrase using the patterns of total body connectivity. Once again, we're just going to be using it in a more creative format. So let's just give it a try. You're going to recognize some of the movement, so move with me, pick up what you can, and let go what you don't. It's all good. Inhale, reaching out. Closing core distal to the right. It looks like this. 1, 2, onto the stomach. 3, 4. Keep rolling it over. 6, spreading out. 7, 8. Closing right again. 1, 2, we're going to sit up and straddle. Good. Now, notice, as you set up, you're pouring your weight into the hands and allowing that to move into the lower body. Round your left hand, and you're preparing here for swings. So, your right arm and right leg are swinging as you ground with the left side of the body. We're only swinging twice. Good. So, you got up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're setting up 5, 6. Swinging 7, 8. One more. 1, 2. Now this time, allow the knee to draw in. Arc your arm over and sit down onto your heels. Thread your right arm, spreading out big X. We're going to close head, tail, left, slowly. 7, 8, and then open and close quickly. 1, 2. Distal initiation. Allow your right toes to lead again. Pouring your weight into the upper body. Reach over. Nice side stretch. Allow the head to lower. Your right knee draws in. This is count 6. Body half move. We open and close like a book. 8. From here, we allow the left toes to initiate, so distal initiation. And we sweep over, cross lateral here, closing it completely. Big X. So this is a variation on a much larger phrase. And we're going to try that now on the left-hand side. So let's see, it's going to travel a little bit this way. Find your weight, big X. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Closing left. 1, 2, big X. 3, 4. Keep going. 5, 6. Spreading out. 7, 8. Core distal close to left again. 2. Find your straddle. 3, 4. You're setting up for your swings. 6. We only have 2. 7, 8. Here's the next one. 1, 2. Swing it around. 3, 4. Thread the arm. 5, 6. Head, tail, right. Nice and slow. 7, 8. Double time. Open. Close. Distal initiation. Reach over. Drop the head. Knee in. We open and close like a book. Toe leads cross lateral. Spreading out. All right, we're going to do that right and left again. Find your weight to your center. Relax, let it go. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1. Let's do that again. Finding your breath. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1. 2, spreading out. 3, 4, and 5, 6, spreading out. 7, 8, right. 1, 2, sitting up. Feel that stretch. Setting up for your swings. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Threading the arm. 4, spreading out. 6, closing left. Head, tail. Opening up. Closing. Reach the Foot over, re-stretch, draw the knee in and re-open and close. Good. Now feel this nice cross-lateral movement. You spread out, big X. Center yourself. We're gonna do the left side. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2. On the stomach. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. Here's your straddle. Setting up for your swings. We're swinging 7, 8, and again 1, 2. Reach it around. Thread the arm. Spreading out. Big X. We close. And open. Close. Left toes lead. Reaching over. Allow the head to drop. Knee in. We open and close like the book. Cross lateral straddle. Reach it over. Big X. Nice, everyone. Take a moment here. Hug your knees back into the chest. Find your breath. Whatever serves you. Happy baby pose is great. Maybe some stretches, whatever you need. Maybe you just want to breathe. All right, from here, we're extending the arms and legs out in opposite directions. Use this almost like you're waking up in the morning and you're yawning. All right, we're gonna allow the heart to lift. Pour your weight into your hands. Reach up and over, reach for those toes. Roll the shoulders down the back. You can play around with stretching through your feet. Breathing here. Nice little stretch. Finding moments to recover. Good, we're gonna draw the knees in, transfer the weight forward. This is a sagittal pelvic shift. And now we find a squat. Take a moment here to breathe. In your squat, staying there. I'm just moving for a moment. Breathing into the ankles, the joints, the soles of the feet. Breathing into the spine. Think about how your heels and your sit bones connect. Relax your shoulders. Good. Take a moment here to just extend that right leg back into a lunge. Feel free to find a low lunge. Your left knee is right over that left ankle. Open up through your heart if you want to find a little quadricep stretch. Allow the arm to arc back, reaching for that foot. Anything that feels good, honor it. Finding yourself back into a lunge, you're going to draw the right leg in slightly. We're going to find an A-frame stretch here. Level off your hips. Allow your head to relax. Step the right foot in. Back into your squat. Take a moment here to breathe. Left leg shoots back this time. Another lunge, any variation on this stretch. We're getting into the hip flexor, stretching that out. Whatever you like, whatever serves you today, honor it. Again, we're just exploring the body. We're observing without judgment. Doing what serves us today. Good, release out of that. We're gonna draw the left leg in almost all the way until you find an A-frame stretch. Take a moment, feel where your hips can level, and then just stretch here for a moment. Head hangs, softening down. Step your left foot forward. Finding a couple demi-plies here, spreading the weight onto the soles of the feet. Maybe stretching your shoulder girdle out, whatever you need. All right, we're all going to plie and find a nice spinal roll up. Your head is the last thing to rise. Shake anything out. We're going for a walk. Walking into the space. This is a natural cross-lateral motion that happens within the body as we walk. The patterns of total body connectivity come from developmental patterns. Think about how you can lengthen along the spine, spread your weight down, lift up from the upper as you ground into the lower. Everything supported from the breath. We're going to do a little improvisation here, so keep walking, and I'm going to talk you through it. So we're going to improvise, or it's a structured improv, considering how we pour our weight into the earth and then come right back out of it. So we're going to try to smoothly move in and out of the earth, finding moments of pause when it serves us. And when you find those moments of pause, you're going to play around with placing your weight on hands and knees maybe, forearm, shoulder, foot. We're learning how to pour our weight also into our hands because we will be inverting today in class. Be creative with where you put your weight down onto your body. So you're experimenting with different points of stability. And I'll be moving this with you. And we're moving in silence. You can be doing this on your own, at home. You also might be in the studio. I'm not playing music because I don't want my audio to go. So allow your internal rhythm to guide you rather than music. Using your imagination, we're going to play around with rising up high to a high level, whatever that means to you. Moving through a mid-level, which is here, and a low level, which is down towards the ground where we have been already. Good. So finding moments of pause. Where is your weight? And moving. How can we transition in and out of the earth? Finding patterns. How can we lift up high and come down low smoothly and pause? Breathing into it. Keep moving on your own. You can pause whenever you need. This is your improv. Again, we're going to play around with pouring weight into hands, however you want to do that. And you've got a couple more minutes on your own to explore that. If it serves you to stretch in some of those moments of pause, go ahead. If you're still feeling your body warming up, be creative with your choices, but don't overthink it. High level, mid-level, low level. Points in space on the body where you put your weight down. And again, playing around with going upside down. We're going to end this improv by walking. Just as we started it, a very simple pedestrian motion. Depending on the space that you're in, you might have a small space, you can figure eight this, you can do whatever you want. If your space is a little bit larger like mine, eat it up, move backwards, sideways, whatever you want. And then just find a moment here to pause. Parallel position. Parallel, your feet are about 3 inches apart, not too wide, maybe 4 inches. Finding some pliés, lengthening the legs, releve. We're warming the feet up, plie, and lengthen, releve. Heels down. Let's just do that one more time in parallel. Keep breathing. Turning out. Your arms are just relaxed. Engage your inner thighs, lift up to the pelvic floor as you rise up. So this is external rotation, playing around with pliés and releves any way that feels good. Coming back to parallel, we're going to start to tread the feet. Working through releve so that we engage the inner thighs, finding moments of balance. Start to pick the feet up. finding this in turnout, so an external rotation. You can play around with your arms in any way you want. You can move in and out from parallel to external rotation. Just a simple treading of the feet, warming up the ankles. All right, let's take this into a prance. So again, you're moving wherever you can. If you have a small space, maybe you're just prancing in space. It looks like this. It's all right. Finding these ponies, shifting the weight, syncopating with your rhythm, internal rhythm. Maybe finding some step hops, some chassés or gallops, however you want to call it. Just warming the feet up. Don't think about it too much, have fun with it. All right, go back to your walk. All right, our next focus will be on spiraling into the floor smoothly and controlling how you come up. So, you will see this phrase in a larger phrase later down the road. First thing that we're going to do is find a développé on the right side of the body here. So that would look like that. Now I'm following that line through with the left fingertips. I'm allowing myself to lean into it, lower that left hand down, and roll. I keep stepping, using my upper body to support me, keeping my pelvis underneath me, and then I step, extend, and go right back down. Depending on the space that you have, you might have already stopped. That's the end of my space. Second side, extend the left side. From here, lower your right hand down. Good. Now sit onto that right hip, roll, release your legs. Your left hand is down, your right foot is down. You're rising up. You plant your weight, release, and you go. Right now, we don't have counts to this. I just want you to feel this natural spiraling up and back down. If you are in a classroom with a group of people, wait until the person is in front of you, is at least halfway through the space before you enter. Right side here, reaching it out, step. We spiral, we support our way back up. We step out, down, we spiral, support our weight to come back up. Going into left side. We step up, play around with your tempo, maybe start to move a little bit more fast, whatever serves you. We're going to do that one more time. Spirals can be confusing. It's engaging diagonals through the body. And find your breath. Step through, go. So what you want to do is feel the momentum and allow, or trust, I should say, trust your spiral, lifting you up and down. One more time. Step and go. There's no catch step. You just go for it. All right. You will see that again later, or at least a part of that, I should say. Excuse me. All right, so we're going to be moving now to some diagonal work, and we're going to learn how to slide. It all depends on how much space you have. In a perfect, or not perfect, there's no such thing in my opinion as perfection, but in an optimal world, we would have more space to run in to the ground and then land. So preferably you would take 3 runs, right, left, right. That third right, you're really lowering down, placing your left hand down onto the ground. You're gonna slide your left hip through and allow your right leg to kind of hook over that left ankle. From here, you're using your right hand to kind of lower down onto the stomach and roll. From here, your left foot is forward, and you're going into an inversion. Your right leg goes up. You draw it in with control. So that is a head-tail connection. Drawing it in. All right. Again, if you have the space to run, it's right, left, right foot, left hand, slide, hook, roll onto the stomach. Prepare now for inversion as you rise. With control, knee up. Second side. Again, if we had enough space, you're running left, right, left, right hand down, right hip goes. You hook, you push, you roll onto the front surface of the body. Your right leg is in front, we go upside down, and with control, we rise. Left knee. Again, left side. Left, right, left. Slide the hip. Push yourself through. Upside down. Rise. Okay. Right and left. Right, left, right. Down, slide. Roll. Invert, knee up. So you're feeling momentum. Here we go. And left, left, slide the right hip through, toss down, and up. One more time. Right, left, right, hip slide. Push it through, onto the stomach. We invert, we rise. You're doing that on the right, then on to the left. Left, right, left, hip slide. Invert. Knee rises, that's your head-tail connection. Okay. Playing around with that as much as you can. Grab some water. All right, let's find our center again for a moment. Before we move into our larger phrase, take a moment to find first position. We're going to reach the arms and the leg out into a dégagé line and find your plie. That's your right leg. Reach it out, come in. So we're just finding control and movement with breath. And again, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg back this time. 1, 2, slide 3, 4. This is encore. Good. Left. 1, 2, side and 3, 4, 5, 6. Controlling all of this. Plie, releve, plie. Go for a walk. Keep your heart rate up. Draw the navel in. Feel your support. All right. Let's see. What am I forgetting? I don't think anything. I think I've taught you everything I'm supposed to. All right. Full phrase begins with runs, slide, and we're going to add on. We're going to actually start over here. If you have enough room, you're taking 3 runs, right, left, right. If you don't have enough room, like myself right now, just going to step that right foot down, slide that left hip, here, push forward, Roll onto the stomach. Use those hands. Spread your fingertips. This is upper body, lower body there. All right. There's our inversion. With control, we rise up. Okay, I'm going to get closer to the camera so you can see this. Now, once you lift it up here,